If coal is not an environmentally sustainable resource, why does Australia say yes to coal-fired power plants? According to Origin Energy Limited, Australia currently uses coal as its major power source, with 73% of the nation's energy being generated by coal-fired power plants. Pipe states that burning coal releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, in addition to toxic chemicals, which not only are harmful to the environment, but also harmful to local residents and plant workers. These pollutants are known as carbon emissions and contribute heavily to global warming. EDF Energy reported that coal-fired plants currently emit 9.6 million tonnes of carbon-based pollution into the atmosphere. However, coal is not our only option for energy. The American Wind Energy Association state that wind power is a viable alternative to coal, with zero emissions from wind turbines, and energy is constantly being generated when the wind is blowing. EDF Energy also report that solar power is another sustainable resource available to Australia, with 72 grams of carbon being emitted per kilowatt hour. So why does Australia still burn coal? Here are my key findings on this topic. Pipe states that coal is a very cheap resource to burn, making it economically friendly to Australia. The Australian government have reported there is enough coal in Morwell alone to last the country 500 years based on its current usage. Coal is a major export for Australia and is a billion-dollar industry, which makes coal economically sustainable. Coal mining is exceptionally dangerous to miners and locals, with higher incidences of respiratory and heart problems in addition to skin cancer from arsenic exposure, as reported by the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Morris states that wind power is a renewable energy source, which when built in the correct areas, based on scientific research into bird flight paths and weather patterns, can be a constant and effective energy provider. Wind turbines emit zero carbon emissions, making wind a green energy source. There have been some noise complaints about the turbines, however EPA testing was not able to record any audible noise from the turbines. This was reported by the Clean Energy Council. While wind power is environmentally sustainable, wind cannot be exported, making wind a less preferred method for energy production. Solar energy is a renewable energy source. As long as the sun is out, energy can be generated. Flannery and Sahajiwala report Australia has the highest UV radiation exposure than any other continent, making solar power environmentally sustainable. The downfall to solar energy is during a storm or at night, solar energy will not be generated. Solar energy is also free and therefore not economically sustainable to the country. My conclusion from my research: as long as coal continues to make Australia money, it will continue to be Australia's #1 energy source. So what can we do to help decrease coal-related pollution? We can all try to use less energy. Turning off lights when you're not in the room, turning off appliances when not in use, and having energy-efficient appliances are just a few ways to help decrease the need for energy. It may not seem like much, but together we can all make a difference.